What's up, world? This is your boy Kango Slim right now at the Live Line TV podcast show. And y'all already know, Partners in Crime is a given. Pump the party. Tell me why you acting funny. My hot girl and your hot girl was sitting by the bayou. She's giving me love, and so on and so on and so on. So right now, y'all are tuned into the Live Line podcast.
What's up, world? It's Tre Billy, and you rocking with the Live Line. You can find me on all social media and streaming platforms at TreBilly. That's Tre Billy. Big three. Look, you can find me on songs like the Mardi Gras song, I Will Catch the Beats Out the Sky. Yeah, that's me. You can find me on Like You Do, and you can find me on Uh-Oh Drop It Low with my dog Subtweet Sean, Say Baby, and Perk. You can also catch me on Slow Motion on the radio. We got radio hits, so we good. And you can catch me on Freaky with my dog Perk. It's hits after hits after hits. You know what it is. It's the Live Line. You dig?
Welcome back to the Live Line TV and Radio. We are the live is in the 504-337-225-318-457. That's the new area code if you didn't know. And 985, you know what I'm saying? Each and every Tuesday night it is going down. We have a legendary guest in the building as promised. Wood family in the building as promised. We got the one, the only, one half of PNC. Yes, Kango Slim in the building. Yes, NOLA legend. We born and raised off of your hits. Wow. From elementary to junior high. I ain't trying to age you, but we know how it goes. I appreciate your time and thank you, Tre Billy, for
My
coming
son look
through.
good over there. You talking
You know
about
what I'm saying?
age.
Who is a up and coming legend in his own right. You know what I'm saying? Talented young brother right here as well. You two with the brand new single. We'll talk about it. Got a lot of questions we want to ask tonight. Thank y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing this evening? How y'all Easter weekend was?
Doing well, man. Easter weekend was beautiful for myself. Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys to share this information and everything else.
How was your weekend, Tre? You look like you're still recovering a little bit. They had you busy over the
That
weekend,
sounds
huh?
lit.
I'm always busy. It's never
He actually just drove back in town. He drove back in town. He came to the house. He ran inside, took a shower, and ran right back out.
The life of an entertainer.
He tired.
Ain't no rest for the weary, you know. So we had
Booked and busy.
yeah, booked and busy. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing.
So Kango,
What's up, brother?
I see you be wearing the hats. What the hats mean to you? That's part of your look. Cause every time I see you got a different hat on.
Yeah.
That one unique what you got on. I ain't gonna sit there and lie.
Yeah, I
to you.
mean, they all mean different things to me. You know, I love hats, like you say, but even if you look in this one, there's an inscription in it. Can you read that?
Yeah, I've dedicated my life to something great.
I dedicated my life to something
What
great.
does it say?
PNC for life.
PNC for life. Dedication.
Yeah.
Is that like a bar?
So,
Or like, is that like a
no,
lyric?
this every hat that I get, I write something inside the hat or either on the hat
Okay.
that means something to me.
Okay.
So when I got this hat, I actually was performing at Champion Square. I believe it was for Trombone Shorty Fest. He had booked us in the band for Trombone Shorty Fest, which was a big festival.
Yeah.
So I decided to get me a new hat to commemorate that moment. So when I got the hat and before I hit the stage, I actually burned this in it myself with a burner.
Come on, man.
And yeah. So that's
man,
that-
So
so-
creative.
So every time I put this hat on, I think about that
Yeah.
stage performance.
One of a kind.
Is
Yeah,
it like
it's one
reminiscent
of
to give you the same like elements of it?
Yeah, it
Or
does.
Put you in the same space?
It put me in the same space, and that was a good space that I wanted to be in because it was one of our bigger gigs with our band.
And you've been rocking it. Make sure you get in the microphone. But you've been rocking the hat for a long time. Is
Yeah.
there something that got you like triggered with that, or you know?
Well, I could say the Kango hats probably be my grandfather and my uncle. You know, back in the days, I say back in the early 80s, Kango hats was popular. You know, with Slick Rick, Dana Dane, they all wore Kango hats, the hip hop community, you know what I mean? They embraced that. So me being a young kid at that time, I had access to those hats through my grandfather because my grandfather wore Kango hats. So I always play around with his hats and put them on. But as time grew on, I started to wear them, and I wore them to school.
Okay.
And when I was at school, that's what everybody called me, Kango. They didn't call me Walter. They just was like, look, Kango. You know what I mean?
That's
and that
what
name stuck with me. Yeah.
That's what I'm about to say. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
that was gonna
That
be
is
Janaya question. She always ask people how they got the name.
Something New Orleans shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so that's how you came up with Kango Slim.
that's how I get the name Kango Slim. You know what I mean?
From Kango.
From Kango.
Kango,
From the
y'all hear
Kango
that?
hat.
Because they Kango
So basically, I dropped the L off of Kango and just KANGOSLIM. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up.
So when I did that, I was looking at it from a different perspective as well, because if you look at it, it says KANGO, which I always say can go slim. Slim can go.
Oh, that's what it means. All
Can go
right.
slim. You know what I mean? Can go slim. You know what I mean?
Kango Slim.
The wordplay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
The wordplay.
I never know that.
That's a
I
bar.
like that.
Damn.
That's a bar.
He looking at it
I'm gonna tell you why Trey laughing.
I'm about to say, wow,
I made that Kango shit up right here, man.
That's a bar.
Nah, my name comes from the hat, man.
wordplay.
Kango Slim. I just dropped the L on it. You know what I mean?
Have you ever thought about starting a line, your own line in the 504?
Yeah, man. I actually been looking into doing some hats myself. You know what I mean? Because I do know how to do them and dress them up and things like that. And I have a lot of people that hit me up that come to my DM and ask me about hats. My hat maker. Who do I go to? And things like that. So, yeah, since it's a passion of mine, collecting hats. Yeah, I do look forward into starting a business and selling them.
All right, that's all
Fedoras.
cool. Speaking of your Kango hats,
Uh-huh.
how much has the inspiration your father has been on your life? Like, how much influence has he had on you?
My father?
Yes, your father.
Well, my father died when I was 4. So it wasn't so much as my father; it was my grandfather and my uncles.
Oh, okay.
The people who raised me. The guys that were in my life. My dad died in the military, a military death, and when I was 4 years old. Once again, like I said, but the influence that they had on me was a great influence. Most people say that I have an old soul, and they probably would say that, because I wear the hats and the way that I dress, and things like that. But I do think that comes from my grandfather and looking up to them. My grandfather and them, they were suits. When he got up, he put on a suit and he put on a hat, a top hat. He drove a Cadillac. He had 3 of them in front of his front door.
Oh, so
You
y'all
know
was
what I mean?
spiffy.
So yeah, him and his brothers were always spiffy guys. I mean, I could send you a picture later, and you'll see why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I looked up to that, and I always, looked up to them being well-groomed men. So I guess I just took that style on my own. So they were a big
Okay.
influence in my life.
That's wonderful.
Most def. Can you talk to us, take us back to the beginning, when it first started and music and stuff like that? How'd you get involved with music?
When I first got involved with music, I was rapping in the hallways, of school and things like that. But one day me and Mr. Meena met, and we took a walk to the corner store, and we were rapping to each other, and both our rhymes kind of coincided with each other. And at that point, he had told me that he was rapping at this place called the Big Easy, doing gong shows and stuff like that. So we wound up entering some gong shows around that time, and we wound up winning some gong shows, and that's how our career basically started, like just to brush the surface.
I'm so sorry. What's a gong show?
Okay.
Yeah.
A
What
gong
is
show,
a gong
a
show?
gong show is sort of like a talent show.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain it to you. A gong show is sort of like a talent show where artists, they go up and they perform. At the end of the performance, everybody stand in one line and somebody say,
Kinda like a
did Kango Slim win? And then you'll get gong. Or if you're up there performing, let me backtrack it for you. If you're up there performing and you don't make it through the performance, they hit a gong, boom, and people start booming.
Oh, in
Yeah,
the middle of the performance?
In the middle of performance. So while you're entertaining, if the crowd is not into it, they're gonna hit the gong, boom, and you gotta get off stage. That's the gong show. But at the end of the gong show, the participants that didn't get gong, they judge them, at the end of the show, did this one, then win, and did that one. It's sort of like Showtime at the Apollo.
I'm about to say it has Apollo X filter,
Yeah.
but the fact that they gonging people in the middle of the show is crazy.
Yeah. But
It's like the Apollo, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have talent.
Be
You know,
talented.
ding, get up out of here. Nobody have time for that. Ain't that right, Tre?
Be talented.
Hey, what you would have did if they would have gonged you at the gong show?
Well, they probably would have
wouldn't
gone
have-
Tre.
they wouldn't have gone.
They probably wouldn't have made it to it.
I'm not a gongable person. I'm sorry.
Tre is not as you know good as a Kango Slim. You know what I'm saying?
It's talent.
No.
He talking about his name. He's talking about his name. That's it. Not talking about no kind of abilities or nothing.
Nah, man, I'm proud of my
I
son,
heard
man.
Tre
I'm proud of my
singing
son.
on a Nola Zine.
Oh yeah.
Is it like a
And-
lot of father-son like competition?
Not really. I just tell him
he
that he's
already
not better than me to
established,
push him
I mean.
further. You know what
I mean, being that he is established, that'll make you want. Kind of make you want to go harder.
I try to go
Cause he
hard.
could do, cause he probably could, like easy.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I can't. I don't know your process or how easy it is for you, but
Yeah, it's different processes.
I'm about to say for him to come up with a banger and then you gotta go. That should make you want.
Well,
What's it like for you though, Tre? Like, is it
I mean, to everybody, it's been like this, and people ask me this in like school. To me, it's not like that. I've known them all my life, so it's just like I already know you do music.
it's different.
It's different, so it's like that's fire. You do music, I do music. My music colder than yours, but I mean, the people gon' always rock to your songs, and that's cool for me to walk around during Mardi Gras, and they playing both our songs.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, man,
real
that's crazy.
That's
That's
lit.
fire.
That's
Yeah, that was
lit.
fire. I ain't gonna lie. As I walked around for Mardi Gras, I heard the song with him and Subtweet Sean.
Shout out Subtweet Sean.
shout out to
shout out
Shug
to
Sweet?
That's my dog.
So
And
Tre,
when I hear it, I ain't lying. It made my whole Mardi Gras. It made Mardi Gras different this year.
Mardi Gras did hit different this
You
year.
know what I mean? It made it a little different this year. Listening to him and nephew everywhere I went. And I had a big smile on my face. Like every time I hear it, it's like, damn, that's my boy. Like, my boy's hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it hit a little different for me this year. Listening to him and Sub and knowing that they had like the #1 song for Mardi Gras.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Are you like a coach, like a dad coach? Like, do you have to be like hands on, or do you like let him?
No, I'm gonna tell you
like,
one
you
thing.
let
Okay,
him kinda do
let
his
me tell you
thing.
something about me and Tre that a lot of people don't know. When Tre decided to do music, Tre came to me and said, "I want to do music, Dad. Why don't you help me? Bring me to the studio to do this and do that." I told Tre no,
Why you want to know?
because I wanted him to find his own way. And I'll tell you this. He'll tell you this. As a kid, he always said, bring me. I said, no, you don't really want to do music. He's like, no, I really want to do music. The person that really wants to do music is going to find their way.
Yeah.
Me telling him that you don't want to do music, if he would have stopped right then and there, I would have looked at him and said, I knew you did not want to do music, right? So at this point, he's about to graduate. He graduated out of high school. He came to me, said a few raps. After that, he went to the military. When he went to the military, he called me one day, and I'm like, what is that in the background? He's like, I bought a piano. I bought a recording set, right? So while he's in the military, I'm like, all right, he's starting to record. About time he came home from the military, he was playing piano and singing, right? He found his way
On his own.
on his own. So listen, when he came home, his uncle took him to do a few shows, a couple of places. After that, Tre went off on his own. I did not call anybody for Tre. Tre went found his own way. Next thing you know, somebody said, man, is your son Tre Billy? I said, who the hell is Tre Billy? And he said, man, that's your son Walter's name. I called him. I said, who's Tre Billy? He said, oh, that's what I name. Remember? I said, what you name is? So what does Tre Billy mean? I said, what is this? And he said, Dad, it's Williams. I'm the third. Walter. And I was like, oh, okay. So he gave me the meaning of it. But I was surprised to even know they was talking about my son, right?
That's crazy.
He found his own way. I helped my son in no type of way. I never made any calls. I never said, here, this is how you do this in the studio, none of that. He records himself. He does all this on his own. I have nothing to do with
That
that.
should make you even more proud as a
Yeah,
dad.
so-
to, like,
So-
So me as a dad,
So Trey is not
not
a
just
nepo
like generally
baby.
as a dad, not like as anything.
You're
else,
not
just
a
like
nepo
dad,
baby.
and
per
some
se.
people don't understand
Nah.
that. They say you should have helped
friends tell me
him,
to do
or you
that.
should have did this. But no, at this point is where, yeah, of course, dad stepped in because my son made something of himself on his own.
Right.
And yes, I'm here to guide certain things once it get to a certain level.
Exactly.
And he's to that level. So yeah, of course, now, yeah, I'm gonna pull out my ruler. Yeah, you need to get
Yeah, it's
Right,
on and
yeah.
popping now
You know what I'm
because
saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
solidified itself as
he
an
knows
artist.
who he is. He who
You know
he
what I'm
is.
saying? And that's a great thing. So Trey, you would have did this regardless to who your father was.
Oh yeah, I love music too much.
You know. So now is all the way up. My songs are, competing with your songs, pops, and guess what?
Right.
I got them popping just like you got them popping, if
Yeah.
not even more.
And then it's to the point as to whereas when I do shows, sometimes people will say, "Hey, I think your son and sub on this show too." I'll be like, "Oh, okay." Shit. You know what I mean? That's how it's rocking. Like you didn't tell me you was gonna be there, son. Oh, we was coming through.
So
You know?
Trey, so tell me how it is making the process of you, Sub Tweeshawn, and Purpin. I know Purpin, y'all producers. So tell me
not-
how is the process with y'all,
That's-
y'all three? Because I know that's a powerhouse. That's for
Yeah.
y'all three.
Shout out my dog Perk.
Shout out Perk.
Yeah, so it's not Purpin. Purpin a whole different person. Perk.
Perk.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Thank you for correcting.
Yeah. Oh no, you good, you know that. But I mean, honestly, we really just be in the studio having fun. If I'm being honest with you, somebody throw on a beat, Sean, Perk, we got a little group message, and somebody will probably send a beat in, and one of us will get on it, and be like, "Oh, what you think about this?" Like the gospel song we did. He just sent it in. I just was like, "Oh, bro, let me throw a worship on it." He was like, "All right."
Y'all called me off guard with that when I ain't want to sit there and lie
Yeah,
to
but
you.
it's fire.
I
That
saw
was
Chubb
fire.
She saw him doing a gospel bounce song. Did that have anything to do with anything?
He Sub, he on the roll with
I'm about to
the
say he really the only person that you hear that has
Right.
like some kind of religious message in his music.
right.
Which
Like,
is
it's
good.
Not the first, it's not this is not the first or the second or the third time that you've seen it.
Right.
Trey, what type of artist do you consider yourself to be? R&B, rapper, hip hop? What lane you
I
see
mean-
yourself fitting in the most?
To me, I don't really box myself in a lane because I do everything. So I do hip hop, R&B, I rap. I got a country song. Well, I got a couple country songs. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm just
lit.
an artist.
So there's nothing you're not willing to kind of like, dibble and dabble in. Like
Come
you
on,
say,
man, like father, like son. Ain't nothing he ain't willing to dibble and dabble in. He's all over. He's in every lane.
Nah, I mean, you send me a beat, I'm gonna run on it however I feel in that moment. And if it's a rap, if I'm singing, depending on what the vibe is, I'ma just go off that.
So has music been your entire focus? Like, is it something that you want to do besides music?
I mean, so music is my dream. That is that's what we trying to do. But my goal is to just have a nice house and a family with a backyard. I'm fine.
and I want to kind of
That's real
piggyback on that
modest.
question.
That's real.
I'm
That's
so
real
serious.
modest,
That's
bro.
because times change, stuff get different, difficult. That's like
I mean,
you got
to
that,
have
you
a-
really wealthy.
I mean, it really just sounds like a place of security, like foundation.
Yeah.
That's the most
That's what
people
it's all
really.
about
That's
at the
really,
end of the
I'm about to
day.
say that's what
I
most
mean,
people want in life.
some, to each his own. Some people like to, go out here and stress their lives out about, material things,
Right.
big things, big homes. Of course, we've been there. I've been there before, right? But at the end of the day, it is about family, security, having your peace of mind, and what you feel like is your peace of mind.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Some people in this world, that's why I always say judgment is one of the worst things. Because a lot of people like to judge off of what you have or how you are. Like, when you can be living a better life than the most richest person in the world.
You can.
Because you're happy.
Right.
You're happy where you are. You know what I mean? And that's all that matters. Just that happiness and that security.
Sometimes having that inner peace is better than having $1 million because
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
that don't know how to be happy within themselves nothing you do is gonna make you happy.
Right.
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
So, you guys love music, right? What y'all love most about the music?
What I love most about music, I guess, creating it. I like the melodic sounds of music, just keys, just in general, just the love of just creating, and that's where my juices go to flowing at. If you ever see me in the studio and I'm creating, you probably would think, damn, his adrenaline is going, and I'm happy, like, you know what I mean? And I'm talking, and I'm like, hey, let's try this. Like, I'm a different person. But I guess that's genuinely when you just genuinely love music. There's not a time where I didn't go in the studio and concentrate on making that hit song. That's why y'all got the songs that y'all got throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? And that's what brings me joy,
So me, let me ask you this. With you and Mina, is it bounce music shaped y'all career or music shaped y'all career?
Well, music shaped our career, period. When you think about it, if you think of any of, our songs, pretty much I probably wrote all of them, when you think about it. But coming from my perspective, it was, I would say music, because that's where, that's what was flowing through me, It was all about the music. I listened to so many artists from, Donny Hathaway on up to, Chris Brown, like, throughout the years, like, I've just been a music buff, Reed Seed, all the people on 8-tracks and stuff like that. And when I listened to those people, I took things out of those people's music and ways that they sung different things and put it into my own. So I would say it would be the music itself for me,
With you and Mina having that 1-2 punch, still having today that 1-2 punch. What dynamic did you two figure out? What is it that most people don't know that kept y'all together all these years?
I would say respect and friendship, loyalty, respecting
100%.
each other's boundaries. You know what I mean?
I agree,
We're two different people. I'm Kango, he's Mina. He has his family, I have my family. We are two different people. But when it comes to, partners in crime, we come together to make that, what it is. But I believe we stayed together this long because of, loyalty, respect, and respecting each other's, boundaries, things like that,
So tell me, what's y'all two favorite song? Like when you see in a crowd, what's y'all two favorite songs like to actually perform out of all the songs?
Every one of them, bro. Listen to me. When we made these songs, bro, it was something that was flowing, like, you know what I mean? And it was in the prime of our lives, So I would say all of them, bro, is not just one. You had to laugh at me. I would say all of them. I can't just say, oh, Pump the Party, my one.
That's a hard one, Platt.
Look, I got one. So look, I got two questions. So before I get to my second question, my question is for Tre. So look, with your dad being who he is and all the musical influences you have around you, what's like your biggest influence on you in your music and how it, how you give it to the world?
So I'm gonna say my biggest influence is him. When it comes to
The guy, the man.
No, why are you feeding his ego?
The man that's better than him.
Yeah.
Let him feed me, man. Let him, come on, don't do
that. But that's a good answer.
That's a good answer. I love it.
So
I like messing with him.
like, before a certain point growing up, I couldn't listen to certain music.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I snuck
I forgot about that,
Yeah. Me and my sister snuck and got one of his CDs, and I actually got him in trouble with my grandma.
Yeah.
So we played the song. We learned all the songs,
Right.
all of them. Wind it up, make it.
Wind it up was one of them.
Like, man, this whole up early in the morning. It came around like I'm gonna say like when I really started getting into music. Was really like around the Carter 3.
So Wayne.
Yeah, so I
Well, what about the Akon disc I gave you? The first Akon disc.
I know that CD front to back. But like I'm saying, like when I went off and got this was my first CD, like from a store.
All right.
So I asked my grandma to get it. As soon as we got in the car, she was like, all right. So we got in the car, she was like, put the CD in the radio. I was like, nah, grandma, I'm gonna wait till I get home. You already got a CD in there. She was like, no, this is 6-track, 8-track, whatever it was.
Yeah.
She was like, pop it in. This a free. Yeah. She was like, that's a free one. Pop it in now. I was like, oh man. So she popped it in there.
Hope it was the edited version.
No.
With the Walmart version.
I'm on it. Ooh, I'm on it. I'm so on it. And however you want it, you could get it tonight, ho. Oh, no. I'm like, but not knowing, I'm like, man, wait, so what's wrong, Grandma? I mean, I listen to my dad and music.
Got me in trouble.
She was like,
What?
your daddy be cursing in his songs? I was like,
I think she was more mad because I let you listen to. I never let them listen to my music. As growing up, they knew that I was an entertainer, but it's crazy and it's the truth. They never heard my music until a certain age. I never played it from where they probably heard it. I just didn't know that they had tapped into it. You know what I mean? But I never wanted them to listen to it because of what we were talking about and things like that.
Yeah, it was certain songs they probably shouldn't have heard.
Yeah, it shouldn't have heard. Which any kid,
like
Being real kids, shit they shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't wanted anybody else's kid to listen to it because it was made for our adult ears. You know what I mean?
Well, we listened to it.
I might say I ain't hear
We
that.
snuck and listened to it.
No, I couldn't listen to that. I couldn't listen to that at all.
Yeah.
But cause all our CDs were edited. Kmart and Walmart.
Yes.
No cursing. But look, one more question. So my biggest thing is y'all had. I don't know if y'all had like a beef with Cash Money, but what was that about? Like, what was that?
Okay,
if you don't mind explaining.
The beef with Cash Money was we did a show at this place called the Big Easy one day, and Baby asked for us to come up to the office because he wanted to sign us. So when we went up to the office, UNLV was in the office, and Yellow Boy raised his hand. They asked, did anybody have any questions? Yellow Boy raised his hand and said, y'all bringing all these new niggas around here, man, we ain't get our money yet. So we stayed there in the meeting. Everybody talked it out. When we left the meeting, we decided not to sign with Cash Money. So Baby told us to come open up a show for him at the Big Easy. And when we got there to open up the show is when UNLV made the song Everybody's Jocking UNLV Style. So after we performed, we sat on side the stage. UNLV came up and they performed Everybody's Jocking UNLV, and it was a diss track to me and him. And they was pointing in our face while they was rapping, and everybody was laughing at us. So basically, Baby set us up and was like, look, since y'all don't want to sign, come perform. Before it open up, it's all good, just open up for us. When we opened up, after that, UNLV sung that song, they kept on pointing at us. The next weekend, we came back in the club, and we changed their name to the U is for unknown, the N is for nothing, the L is for low life, and the V is for version. So
Iconic.
So yeah,
that was on the CD that I listened to.
So that was on the CD. Yeah, and actually that night, Mina had called me with that, and he was like, man, fuck that. We gonna change their name. The name is unknown, nothing, low life version. You know what I mean? So the next weekend, we went in the club, and I actually have the tape. It's actually on YouTube. Our Big Easy performance. Yeah.
I'm about to watch that.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. It was early '90s. It's like early '90s. So
you know how to do a little research and do a little digging.
Yeah, that was like 91, 90.
I had to do a little digging, and then doing a little digging, I came across this, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
So we hit the club the next week.
Yeah.
The next week. We hit the club and we sung that song. The U is for unknown, unknown. The N is for nothing, nothing. The L is for low life, low life. And the V is for virgin, fuck a virgin. I'm not no pussy ass nigga off of 6 and Baton. Always bragging, stunting like you got a pocket full of stones. Now UNLV, we know you hitting that pipe. Knowing you never sold a rock in your motherfucking life. Look, after we did that, yeah. So, once we did that, that's where the beef started with Cash Money. It was really a Cash Money Partners in Crime beef. But once we signed with Big Boy, you know what I mean, the loyalty with Chuck like, man, look, look, it's big boy and cash money. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, we had a few little encounters, you know, and things like that. Thank God none of us, you know, ever got shot at.
That led to, most likely led to one of the most iconic, in my opinion, one of the most iconic diss songs in diss song history.
I mean, there's a lot of songs.
Was it Dragon from the River or Dragon to the River?
No, Dragon from the River. Now, Dragon from the River came from, I mean, not tooting my horn. Every time UNLV dissed us and we came back, we slaughtered them. I'll be honest with you, we slaughtered the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Mystical had just signed a deal. So, Baby said, look, let's jump off them and go to Mystical. Because they thought Mystical was going to respond right back. And it was going to catapult them. Little did he know that Dragon from the River was going to take them there anyway. Because that's really what they got their deal off of, Dragon from the River, right? So, when, let me go back a little bit. When Dragon from the River came out, they targeted Mystical because Mystical had just signed a deal. Once they put that out, Mystical didn't want to come back and answer him. So Mystical asked us to come back and answer him. You know what I mean? Which is why we made the second diss track, which was Don't Get Comfortable.
Don't Get Comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, bet you.
There you go.
For y'all who don't know, that's a bit of New Orleans history for y'all.
Don't
Musical
Get
history
Comfortable.
for y'all who don't know.
The biggest diss
I just put y'all
song
on.
to ever come out of New Orleans. Still the
Don't Get
best song
Comfortable.
to this day. Don't
You
Get Comfortable,
bet you.
this song.
But one thing I can tell y'all about y'all too, I saw Partners in Crime and ULV on one stage at Uptown.
Uptown.
At Jazz.
Yeah.
That was my first time seeing them together, and all the legendary artists was in the building. And
Right.
what they did in that room,
Right.
man.
It was a cool event. It was a cool
movie,
event.
like-
You know, but I'll be honest with you, I don't fuck with tech like that. You know, we was cool at one point, but I just saw him on some podcast talking mad like lies and shit, you know, about my ex-wife and shit like that. I don't fuck with bitch niggas like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, so yeah, you saw that cool moment, but you'll never see it again. I promise you'll never see it again. You know what I mean? Promise you.
Clock it.
Clock. I guarantee you.
Don't die. You
Gotta see me.
But Trey, what you got for the people? What you want people to know for you before we get out
Can
of
y'all let us know real quick about the song that you two have? You know, how did that come about? Whose song it is? It is a collab. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
What song?
The song you and Trey have.
The song that me and Trey have to do?
No, y'all did a song together, right?
Which one?
Y'all didn't do a song yet?
No, we didn't do a song.
Y'all
yet.
need to do
we
a
got
song.
to do the Father Like Son album.
What a collab.
Wait.
We need a collab.
We haven't did a song yet.
Y'all have not did.
Not
Damn.
one song. Y'all
Not
need a
one
whipping.
song yet.
Y'all need a whipping. Y'all need a
So
whipping.
wait a minute.
They need a whipping.
You have a new song out, Kango? We
I
have
have
a
a
song.
new Southern Soul song out.
New Southern Soul. Okay, all right. I might have got that a little. I thought that was a song with y'all too.
No. It's a new single.
I
You got
really do.
dyslexia. Oh, that's what he thought about. Yeah. Yeah.
Both of them.
I got a new Southern Soul single out right now entitled Take Your Woman.
I know what you was
Take your
about
woman?
to say, but I wanted to get this man a little shine before
Yeah,
we
definitely.
get you and
Go
then
ahead.
get up out of here.
Hey, let's do
Look,
it.
y'all can find me on all social media and platforms at Tre Billy, Trebilly. I got 2 songs on the radio right now. Drop It Low feature. Well, it's me, Subtweet Sean, Perk, and Say Baby. And then I got Slow Motion with me and Perk on the radio right now. So y'all go look at that.
That's
y'all
lit, that's lit.
listen.
And me, myself, I'm taking y'all to the ballroom. I need y'all to go on YouTube and type in Take Your Woman, Kango Slim, for the best
line
Southern
dance?
Soul. Yeah, we're doing line dances, we're doing all that. We're taking it to the barbecue, to the house parties, the family get-togethers. Let me tell you a story. Y'all go get that, man.
That's what's that's
I
slave
need that.
right there. Yeah, we definitely gonna have that on the live line radio. You know what I'm saying? Some of that good old brown liquor.
There you
know
go.
What I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Man, we appreciate you, Kango Slim, New Orleans legend. Man, listen, your music has been iconic in my life since I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Down from She's Giving Me Love to Pump the Party and so much more. You know what I'm saying? Why You Acting Funny? All that, bro. Like, that was my childhood right there. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
So it's
it,
truly an honor to sit here and kick it with you and kick it with your son, you know what I'm saying, who's carrying the torch, carrying the legacy, also carrying
Definitely
504
carrying
on
it
his
well
back.
too, brother.
You know what
I'm proud
saying?
of him.
We all are proud of
One
you,
thing
Tre.
I can't do,
Well,
look,
nah,
I can
well,
sing my butt off, I can write songs. My son could do the same. I can't play a piano.
You
Is that
can't
self-taught?
play a.
Uh-huh,
That
you
was a
can't play
question.
piano.
With
I can't play a piano.
that most people don't know, but we never got to the question, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
probably was the answer.
I can't.
play a piano.
I cannot play a piano.
Is
What
there
other
any instrument
instruments
you
you
like
can
to play?
No, I play set drum.
Okay.
Yeah, I play the hell out of set drum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is. You know what I'm saying? Is
Yeah,
there-
but no, I want to play the piano. I want to learn how to play the piano and the guitar.
Before we get out of here, one more question for both of y'all. Who, in y'all opinion, you know what I'm saying, is the most iconic artist to come out of New Orleans?
Meaning of what level? What level are you talking
Just
about?
iconic on any
Man,
level.
come on, man.
Any
Partners in
level.
Crime, man. We're the most iconic group to ever come out of New Orleans. I'll never say nothing else. So listen, I love y'all, everybody else, Wayne's, the P's, and all of that. But if it ain't Partners in Crime, it ain't nothing, brother.
I'm trying to tell you. They started it. They pumped the party. What you talking about?
Y'all holler at them. Y'all come down to New Orleans. It's festival season. You're liable to catch Partners in Crime at any given major festival.
Yes,
the
sir.
most iconic artists we have, the most iconic group the 504 has to offer.
And I'm going to say this on a real note, man. All jokes aside, we love all of y'all. Thank y'all for supporting Partners in Crime over the last 34 years. And
I'm talking about, matter of fact, Louisiana. You know,
man, this dude here, every time I say a year or something, this dude say, damn, listen up.
He wasn't born yet. He ain't know nothing. He don't know nothing. He don't know about the block party.
But thank you guys for your constant support, man. We love y'all, man. We love y'all. PNC for life, man.
Get it poppin'.
No, for real though, I fuck with Partners in Crime. PNC, that's really, it's some shit that I grew up on. I didn't really know what the fuck I was listening to at first. But then, I think I met y'all. Pop-up shop. What it was, last year? 2 years ago? 3 years ago. Yeah.
All right.
Somebody had a pop-up shop. And I met y'all, and then I found out that y'all was like actually really cool.
Oh, Billy.
And y'all was like down to earth.
Oh, yeah, that's 100. We ain't never like
We
that.
ain't mad at y'all for when y'all was born, Billy, but y'all missed it. Y'all fucking missed the block party era, bro.
Yeah.
It'll never be the same.
Yeah.
Kango, where the people can find you at real quick? Tell the people where they can find you
And
at.
find me at Kango_Slim_Partners in Crime on Instagram, or just regular Kango Slim with 2 M's on Facebook. So y'all be sure and hit us up, man, and we appreciate everybody, man. Love y'all. Thank you guys, man.
Definitely. Shout out to Mr. Mina, the other half. You know what I'm saying?
Red
Before we
Bird.
get up out of here, we about to introduce this next song. The live line approved is K Kilo with One of One. You heard me? We'll be right back with Big Hurt in the building. There they are. There they go. Legendary. Kango Slim.
Get out of here.
Tre Billy.
Man, why you keep doing me that, man? Why you keep doing me that, bro?
Back again, you know what it is. The boy, Mr. Wavy, King Wavy, the Wavy nigga, you know, you heard me. The Johnny Tsunami himself. You heard me? Yeah, you know, fresh as devil, you heard me? Y'all see me, but look, y'all make sure y'all tap into the live line on Tuesdays, you heard me? On all social media platforms. Don't act like I ain't say it clear enough for you here. All social media platforms.